Hello everyone, welcome back to Polly's Pretties. This is Monday, and this is May 15th. I hope all the mothers had a wonderful Mother's Day. I am supposed to be doing Let's Do Die Cutting Monday. We are going to. I've got my dies right here. I've got paper here. But first, I thought I'd take you on a journey with me. This could be a positive, this could be a mess. I don't know. We'll see. So come on down to the desk, and let's go ahead and begin our journey of what I want to do. Let me see if I can get you a little lower. There we go. Okay, so I have my stamp block here, and it's upside down. I don't want the grid part facing up. I have a bottle of water, my water brush, paper, and a whole plethora of Crayola markers at my disposal. What I want to do is I want to make it bright. I want to make it pretty. I want to make it lovely, but I want to do it on my paper, and I wanted to start out with white paper. Oh, please pardon my allergies. They are being obnoxious. We're going to try to ignore them. So what I'm going to do is an old trick. You take your Crayola marker, whatever kind, and you scribble, 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 scribble. You really give this block a nice old scribble. Okay? You get this thing just coated with your color. And this one here, for those who might ask, is just yellow. No specific anything else, just yellow. Now, I'm going to do this a little different because I know me. I know how I tend to make a mess. So, pop the top, open the lid, pull my can around, open this top, I'm gonna get just a bit of water. And that's all it takes in these little water brushes, just the tiniest little bit, really. It doesn't take a whole lot. And we're gonna put the lid on this guy. Now, well, it helps when you remember. Righty-tighty, you know. The old saying there, I guess. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the lid back on this because I have a bad tendency to bump things. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of water coming down through my brush. I'm just going to rub it across all this area where I colored all that beautiful yellow marker. Okay, now I've got yellow. And there's no rhyme or reason on how you do this. You can go light, you can go dark. Whatever you really want. No certain space or area. We're just going to just like that. That's all the yellow I think I want on there. I'll put some yellow over here. However much that I can get left out of my block, because there's not a whole lot there. Okay. We're going to just leave these dry naturally as best we can. Alright, I'm going to come in. I've got a dry rag here. This is just a craft room rag that I use, and I'm going to wipe all that yellow off, because I may not want yellow as my next color. So, now that it's wiped off and that's dry, we're going to actually pick our next color. And this one is just hot pink. And we're going to do the same routine. We're going to come in, scribble the tar out of it on our block. Now this, I will tell you, the darker marker you go, the darker it actually does show up, even if you use water like we're doing today. And Crayola is one of the ones that's best to do this water mixing with. Okay. Now again, we're going to just come in. We're going to just pick up our color. We're just going to scribble it right in there. It's just however heavy, however light, however dark. It really doesn't matter. We're going to just bring it in. And we're just going to scribble it onto our page. There's a reason why there's no form and stuff for this. When you watercolor, it doesn't always come out with a strict, this is a square, this is a circle, this is a whatever else. It gives you what it gives you. Meaning, you may have a square, you may have a circle, you may have an odd-shaped, nobody knows what it is. So that's why I'm doing this. And the reason I'm putting color and different color is because I plan to use this as where I cut out all of my die cutting for today. But I didn't want just typical one color. I wanted everything to have a little bit of extra color, so to speak. So like if I want to put a lot of dark pink right here, you know, I could put a ton of the dark pink on there. If I want a little bit of pink, just like a little, I could do that. However I want to paint this in on my cardstock is exactly how I want it to be. How it comes out is how it comes out. I'm not going particularly for a certain look, a certain shade. I'm not really doing any of that. I'm just giving it a little bit of color. All right. Again, we're going to change colors up because we don't want the same color in every single thing. So, and I got a lot of things to cut. But this is how I'm going to do this part. I want to just get some colors in, get them laid down. This one here is Blue Lagoon. This is a pretty darker blue. I don't think we'll have to color quite as much. So I think that's all I'll put down of that one. And then we'll come in. We'll make sure we get a splop of water on there. And then I'm going to go right over this because I really was just showing the pink there for you guys to see how it can happen. I didn't really want the pink on that side, so we're just getting rid of it. In essence, anyway. Okay, so there's a good bit of blue on there now. Okay, we can go a little bit more maybe. Just in case we cut something big out of this area, since this is a bigger sheet. All right, now come over here, get some blue, and I may have to refill this. I thought I was going to have a lot of blue there. I didn't have quite enough to fill the area I wanted to do. That's fine. That's no foul. No harm. We'll just come back in. We'll scribble some more blue on there. Oop, jeez. I mean, just get it on my paper too, but all right. It won't hurt it. Okay. So we get our blue. I come back. There we go. And it does, with the Crayola, dry quicker than most watercolor. I don't know why that is. Just is. And that's fine. It's totally okay. Okay, there's the blue on that one. Let's come over to this little one and get some blue. I'm going to bring it into frame a little more here. Hopefully we can get at least a few swipes of blue in here. It doesn't have to be super heavy blue, but definitely want some blue on there. Okay, I'm going to dry my block again. Okay. And then this time, I think we will come in. Let me see. We haven't done a purple, so let's do this one. We'll do a purple. This is Tropical Violet that I'm using. Okay. Same routine. And I'm trying not to drop too much of the color. Or too much of the water, I mean. Blah. Drop as much of the color as you want. Just... Okay, let's go over here with this purple. We're going to really try to get some of that purple laid down. I think that purple's so pretty. Okay, we'll go that far with that purple. Let it dry. We're going to come over here. We're going to lay some of this purple in. It's like I said, I don't know how far my dyes will come across these pages when I put them on here. So I just want to get color in there so that I don't have as much of the white. And I didn't want plain one color paper, so if that makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead and add here. And I'm not even trying to be like any certain way with this color. Everything is just kind of how it comes out. Okay, so now I want a little bit of a tealy green. Or no, let's go with the green green. Why not? Let's go with green green. Okay, so we're going to use electric lime is what this is called. And we're just going to put this on here. This is really pretty. Okay, electric lime. And then we'll boop our water down on it. We're going to put some of this back here because I love this green. I think it's so pretty. And we'll pick it up. We'll put some more. This page is almost fully colored. A little bit up here, just in case. And we're going to come over here. We'll get some here. I think we'll put it on this side of the purple, though. I don't know why. That's just where it seems like it would go. Okay. We've got a little bit of green left. I think I'm going to splotch some on this. I think we'll just go right here. And this is what I'm doing with these papers. I'm not going to purposely color these in. I didn't want to just bring out the markers themselves and go. But as you'll see, this is what I'm doing for these. And then you just clean off your block in between each color. Okay, let's push that one in there. Let's get some orange. We don't have any orange in this mix either. And this is just orange, okay? It's just a straight up orange, no fancy name. There we go. And each of these has a bit of a different color arrangement, and that is okay. That is completely fine. Okay, this guy we are actually moving completely away now. We're going to let him dry. We're not going to mess with him anymore. We'll move this guy in. Okay. Bring this one in because I've got a good bit of orange here. And we'll just work with it, you know? This way, it'll be definitely different colored. And that's definitely what I'm going to want for what I'm going to do. So, let me get a little bit there. I don't like that streaky right there. I don't know why. Just something about that area of level and level of streak. All right, so there's that. We have our orange now. We can do away with this. Okay. Now let's see. I need at least one more color here. What do we got over here? Let me see. We did you. I want to stay away from the blacks and the grays. Ooh, what are you though? Hang on. No, that's a golden. I was looking for the rose ones. Where they have like a rosier. Aha. Medium deep rose. Let's go with this. It'll be a pinkish shade, but I think it will be pretty. It'll be different than the pink that we already used. So, we'll go ahead and put that on our block. And we'll drop some water. We'll mix these in. Okay, now I want to bring this one, I think on this, oops, the other side here. And it has a little bit of the orange in it still, and that's okay. It'll still give it a changed color. So there's that. We'll set that one up there. And over here, want to make sure I have this on my pink mat, because the pink mat I can wipe off a whole lot easier than the other one. So, okay. So we kind of finished that guy. Now, here's where I'm going to do a different thing that I have not tried before, but I'm using it on a different sheet of paper. I just picked up my whole entire ink area and laid it down on the paper, and now I'm going to pick it right up. Okay. Let me wipe that off. That was our rose and rose and orange mixed. All right, let's see. I don't know what color that is. Let's try some red with this, maybe. And this is straight red. I'm just going to color a little bit of the area here. Okay, we're going to wet it. We're going to kind of smush it around. Try to do that a little bit. Now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go like this. Now, of course, it's going to bleed into your orange area too. But there you are. There's a little bit of that now. Okay. Now, we've wiped off our block again. So we have our orange and our red area there. I'm going to come and I'm going to get a little bit darker pink than I had. I think I want, well, this one's called Just Pink. It's pink. That's the name of it. We're going to go ahead and give it a squiggle. We're going to wet our area here and splunge this around a little bit so it gets mixed. And then for this one, oh, well, if I can pick it up, I'm going to go right over here and let it bleed over if it does. Okay, and we will pick this up and we will let that dry up a little bit. Dry off our block some. Okay. Now I'm going to move my block out of the way. I'm going to clean up my little water brush some. I don't want it to have red goo in it next time I go to use it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's nice and clean. Okay. Put my lid on there. We cleaned that up a fair bit now. And our papers should be clean, and hopefully I have enough of them colored up to use the way I want them to. Okay, so we're just going to move this out of the way. We're going to get our non-colored paper and move it over here for now. And this one is for certain things. So now we have our colored papers. All right, and they're fairly dry already because, like I said, it is Crayola. Okay, let me get my big bottle of water out of here. I don't want any more water on this. I think if we add more, it'll just make a mess. I'm trying to clean up a little bit because I know what I'm getting ready to bring in here is big. Okay. Hey, Miss Matilda, can you come and get me my machine and mats? Okay, I'll bring it here, and hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing next. Okay, this I want laying with this. And the rest of these can go any which way. Okay. Thank you, and I need the blue mats. Okay, this may make the computer or screen jump. If it does, I am sorry. Hopefully. Yeah.
Not that.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Madam Mula. Michigabula. For those who don't know, that was my daughter. She is my helper because I can't do a lot of lifting. So she lifts for me. All right, next we're going to start cutting our objects we want out of these sheets of paper. So I think think I'll have to do that one out of that. Okay. To get the right. Now, how am I gonna? I think I want to go that way, right? Kind of in the center. All right. And here, this is why I also don't bring this guy into my screen often. Even though I love my Sizzix Big Shot, I don't have a lot of arm strength anymore like I used to. And sometimes it'll pop and snap when I'm rolling the dies through, and it will cause my table to jump. Now, that being said, now y'all know why I don't bring it. Sadly. Oh, hey. Ooh, that may have done better than I thought. I just gotta be real careful. Okay, let me just get this undone. This die was beautiful. Look at this. Oh, wow, yeah, I did. I did exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, so here is what we just cut out. It is multicolored, which is perfect. It is absolutely perfect for what I want. And if I press the inside, I get this little small image like this. Sorry, little small image like this. Let me bring you up just a little more. Okay, so there we go. Now I can show you. So there's the inside image. I'm going to hold on to that. And then that was our beautiful, one of our new dies we got for Mother's Day. One of the wreath ones. Okay. Put that down there. And if I need it again, I have it there. Go ahead and get our stuff off of my cutting board, even though cutting board. Wow. Now I think I'm in the kitchen, apparently. Okay, so move it back through. I'm only running these through once. You'll see that this is the outline of said wreath. I may hold on to that for another journey. All right, next, we're going to go in, and I'm going to pick out that one, I think. Okay, so this might be a fun journey. So this next one is also a die I got for Mother's Day. I only wanted one of these dies as far as to use right now. So we're going to just break apart that one, which is this candle right here. I'm going to use it over and over, I think, because I don't want to make a ton of different candles. We'll go ahead and put these others back in here so we don't lose them. Okay. Now for this one, I think we're just going to go ahead and go with this. It's already pre-colored, so I can get hopefully all the colors. And hopefully I'll be able to get at least like 3 or 4 candles, which would be great. And we're just going to roll it through in the little sandwich again. Most of you know how a Sizzix or similar type machine works. And then, of course, let me see how this come out. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Okay. So, I was kind of hoping this would be one of these little, like, holy-looking candles, and it is. So that's going to be absolutely perfect, especially for what I want. So that's great. I'm not going to worry about cleaning off my board yet. I probably should, but I'm not going to. Why? Because I'm here. I'm going to go through ahead, and I'm going to put it back over here, get it ready, get my candle ready. And I think I'm going to turn this one upside down. That way I get different colors on each different side of my candle. It also allows me to use more of my paper, too. Okay. Let me run this guy through. I'm sorry that today's a little bit longer video, but I wanted to, instead of having such a short video all the time, show you guys some of what goes on behind the scenes, so to speak. So that's why I'm doing this one, like this. You know, a behind the scenes kind of look at what goes in to making some of the things that I make. Okay, so we're going to roll this one up. And this one, where the orange was at the bottom, on the other one, this one, the orange is at the top. So I think that will be unique birthday candles. And I have enough I can run through again, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, And this is slowly starting to make sense, I bet. And you know what I'm already after. Okay, this one will probably be my last candle, actually. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. White could be okay on a candle. So we've got our wreath, and we're getting our candles. Everything's coming together here nicely, which I am really, really happy about. Okay. There is a piece that stayed in that one, but I don't want it, so we are going to get it out of there, hopefully. Okay. There it goes. All right. Oh, there's another one. There it was. Okay. So here's how that little candle looks. So they each look a little different, and that's actually quite good. That's good. I'm liking that. So we're gonna go through one more time. I am gonna, however, clean off the little doodads here from the inside of the candle this time, because I now have to. And I loosen them with my finger just to make sure I can shake them off. For those of you who have watched, you know I keep my trash can really close, so that's what I'm going to do. Just shake these little excess, whatever, candle cutout pieces right into my trash can. And then roll this through and repeat. I'm still going to use that same one sheet of paper, and I'm going to turn it a little bit different. So it's going up this way first, then down this way, then up this way, then now it's going down. So it will give me different colored candles, is what it will do. Okay. That is all of that piece of paper. Okay, so this one gave me a white flame, which is kind of cool, and a little bit of white down at the bottom of the candle, which the other ones didn't have. So that also helps so that it changes the colors on the candles. Now, if I can get this to not be stubborn with me. Okay, haha, there I think. Finally. Okay, then we'll come back down here. Okay, I can put my candle away, and it cut perfectly, so that was great. Okay, move it over here out of the way. Come on, out of the way, thank you. And then we're going to open up these balloons that I also got for Mother's Day. Oh, maybe. Maybe we are. Providing my fingers work with me. Ha ha ha. Okay. Now these are put together with just a little tiny like thread looking thing right there. So whichever ones I decide to use, which I think I'm going to do one. Okay. I'm going to try to pull only 3, not the whole 9 yards. Okay. Where is my doodah, doodah, doodah? I could probably use those. Okay. Because it's just to hold on to this long enough to get rid of it. Okay. This, since it has the little centerpiece, I use pliers to hold on to it till I can throw it away because it's what holds the dies together. Hopefully, I have the strength to put this, there we go, the way it needs to go. Wow. Okay. Oh, come on now. Alrighty. That may be a booger. Yeah, may have to work with that one. Alright. I'm not going to fight with them if they're too tiny, because then I can't get a hold of them very good. But I do want to get these apart here, and then cut these out. My goodness, I don't know. Even with nails, this is a little rough. I don't want to bend my die. Okay. There's that one. I just got a little piece to, there we go. Wiggle free. All right. Those can just go there. Now, we're going to go ahead and grab our big piece this time that we colored like this. And hopefully my idea will be right since I'm using 3 balloons. I do want 2 big ones and then, you know, go from there. But I can lay these down on this and hopefully get kind of a plethora of color for the balloons instead of just like 1 pink, 1 orange, 1 green, you know, things like that. This will give me a multitude of the color, just like with the candles and the wreath. And that's what I meant by it makes a table jump sometimes. Okay, now, by the cutting, we have a orange and green. We have another orange and green. So we can stagger those. And then the teeny tiny little guy come out green and pink. Oh, let me see. There you go. Green and pink. So I'm going to run them through one more time, just to make sure I have enough balloons for what I want to do. Okay. That can go up there, because I don't need those colors, pretty much. This can go down here. I think we'll do that one there. And let's go with that one there. We'll just stagger. Okay, so this time I'm going to stagger how I have the balloons laid. And that should give me other colors to bring in. Okay. Pink and yellow. Oops, throw it all over the place. Yellow and blue. And blue and purple. Cute. Very cute. I was kind of hoping for that, and it gave me just that. I'm just going to put that over there, because we do have another piece yet to cut. Before we do anything else, I do want to put away these balloons, get them out of our way, so that they won't get lost. And they cut really well, so that's good. So there's those. Oh, come on. And there's that. I'll have to get a better bag for those eventually, but for the most part, that is good. They really did what they were supposed to do. All right, next we're going to cut apart another die, or cut out, excuse me. Okay. This one says happy birthday, and is layered like this. I am going to leave it kind of like that because I have a bad tendency that they go all over the place when I don't. So we're going to put that down on the one that we smashed, the color, and then we're going to run it through. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. Where did I just put your bag? Okay. Now, we're also going to put that over there for a minute. Now, I know when I pull this up, it's probably going to pull the outline away. That's exactly what I expected. It'll pull the outline of the letters away from the inside of the letters, and that's totally okay. So, now, get these letters. And I just really want to try to keep this as together as it's supposed to be, you know, because you can, when it's tiny, pull it apart. Okay. So it takes me a minute because I don't want to yuck up, I don't know what else to call it, yuck up the letters. But here's the happy birthday that it cut. I thought that was really cute. I don't need the inside workings of it, though. There we go. I'll shake that off here. Okay, we can move the plates. They can go over there. We can move the machine. It can go right down there. All right, and now you see how some of this came about to be cut and getting ready to be used. Let me poke out gently. So I'm not using a pokey tool because I'm trying to be gentle. At least some of the areas. So the happy birthday looks more like a word. Come on. Thank you. Okay. So there. Now it looks a little better. We'll get this out of the way. And then I will go ahead and get a card base ready. Now, my card base, I think, is going to be one that, oh geez, okay. One that I cut, obviously, because I don't feel like climbing around and possibly knocking my stuff that I have up higher down. I was hoping for, can't even speak now, for Pierre, okay, so I was going to use black on the K, and then I want to line, or sorry, that's a brown, I thought I had black laying there. Anyway, we'll see. I'm working on my die cutting Monday video, thank you. Okay. It's a video, I'm still recording. Okay, that's the cream. Okay, so we can do the, I thought that was black. I really did, I thought that was black. Yeah. I think we'll just go with this, because I think my colors will work okay on it. I want to move this back here now. Okay. There. Now. So what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to get my cutter out. Maybe. I keep forgetting that it's hooked on something down there. Okay, so there's my cutter. It's nothing fancy. It's a Fisker's cutter. I'm going to take my, well, maybe I will. I'll take my brown and lightly bring it together. I'm not putting pressure on it yet because I want to make sure it's where I want it before I put pressure on it to crease it. And of course, right now I'm just using my finger to crease. Then we're going to come down. Let me bring you down, down, down. Okay. Okay, I don't want my card quite this big. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come to my trimmer. And I'm going to use it to trim off the edges. Now you may have to do this a couple times depending on how your trimmer is. As you see, mine cut through one layer, but not through the second one all the way. Come on, really? There. Okay, there. Now it cut through. And then I can get that little shaving out of there. Now I'm going to also cut down how tall this card is. Okay. And I don't like to measure. I just try to eyeball what looks good to me. And these I can save for scrap pieces for other things. So they can go there. All right, here's going to be my card base, front and back. I'm going to take the inside color. I'm going to kind of lay it in my trimmer. I'm going to lay this colored piece on. Oopsie, why is that there? Okay, let me get these shavings out of here. I hate when there's shavings. Okay, let me get the shavings there. Like I said, they're out of the way now. All right, I bring my brown cardstock on top of the lighter color here, just to kind of measure the base area of where the cardstock falls. I can move this then. That is my measuring. I do not measure, guys. I absolutely despise measuring, honestly. And then, since I know I want the same height, generally speaking, I can go ahead and put it in here. Now, okay, there's that. Now, I know I want this slightly smaller, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut just a tiny sliver, as you see right here, off from the side, turn it, and I'm going to cut just a little bit bigger sliver off of the top. That is my insert for the inside of my card, which I can now show you. In a minute. Let me get this guy out of the way. Okay, stay. Thank you. All right, so here's what we have. This will go inside the card like that. So it'll give us a place to write if we want to write a message to whoever this ends up with. And I'm just going to use my permanent runner to go ahead and put this down. So we want to get it good and stuck here as soon as we get our tape on it. Like, I will put a little bit of pressure. I won't be crazy putting pressure on it, but I will put some pressure. Okay. Okay. There we are. And then, just to make sure that it'll stay where I put it, I'm just putting a little bit of pressure. There's the inside of our card ready. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use this as much as possible, or double-sided tape, depending. So what I thought we would do is, I think I want to put, okay, let me move these balloons over. I want to station our balloons in different little areas so that they, okay, let me see. I want the tails kind of together is what I want. Kind of like that, I think. And then the next row, I think I want this one over here because it's got the pink on it. And this one here. Do I want it like that at all? I don't know. I'm going to play with like how these look. I know that because I want them to be just right. That's better. Okay, there. Okay, that's good. And then we can work with the other stuff. Okay. So now that I know, I just have to get them put in there. All right, so we'll go ahead and whoopsie, I'm flying. We'll go ahead and get our tape on these, get these onto the card base so that that can start the front of our card. Okay. Come here, get over there. Okay, now we'll do our orange one. And again, I am just going to leave just a little bit of space because I think it looks a little better. Then we'll do this one. Like so. Let me make sure okay, there. There's good. And then we will go ahead and do our tiny blue and purple. Okay, yeah. Double check, make sure that I had enough sticky on there. Okay, come on. I wanted, there we go, a little bit more sticky. Hi, Brownie. Okay, so there's the sticky for our balloons. We're not going to put the happy birthday out here, amazingly enough. We're going to go ahead and get our candles next. There's a lot of open space with the candles, and that's fine. Don't think I'm going to actually use my glue runner for this. I think we're going to get our tiny bottle of glue out. Okay, now let me see. We have 2 with green flames, so I think I may do them the exact order they're actually in. And then go from there. So we're going to take our tiny glue when it decides to work with us. Come on, tiny little one. There it goes. Okay, now it's starting to get in there. And we're going to move it around and just coat our candle part as best you can. I used a big one, but it will make a tremendous mess that isn't really needed. So there's one. I'm going to try to put these candles so that the base of the candle touches the base of the card like so. That way you have all this color on the front. Okay. Sorry, I can't speed this up for you to be able to see it in faster time, but it doesn't really work that way with me. I'm not, what do you call it, video savvy? So if it gets boring, I guess you could fast forward through it. That way it's not, too long. So I know we're coming up on a pretty long time here. And that's actually okay. I mean, not all videos are short. Okay. There we go. Very pretty. Time consuming, but very, very much worth it. Okay, there it's a little bit better now. All right. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. The colors across there will be gorgeous. So there's that one. We got one more of the candles, and then we can move to the inside of the card. Brownie stop. Ooh. Okay. That should be enough. Okay. And then just press this down. And this should fix your candles to the front of your card. So you have your balloons and your candles, which makes quite a pretty little scene. Then we open it up, leaving this part fresh. We don't want to mess anything with that part there. We can press this down a little bit to make sure our glue stays. we're going to pick up our wreath form here. And for this, again, it's going to be a wet glue, but I think I'm going to have to get my bigger bottle. My hand is starting to cramp. So I'll just have to be very, very careful here. Gotta make sure it's open. All right. Now, yeah, it's open. Okay. Brownie, please quit, honey. Trying to give very thin amount here and there on this one. I want it to stick, but I don't want it to, coat the card, so to speak. Boy, they're making a lot of noise outside here today. I don't know what has them going with it, but it's a lot of noise one way or the other. Okay, then we're going to come in. And we can wipe the white glue, plus it dries clear anyway. But we want to press this down in place, okay, before we do anything. And then we can go over and get our rag. Good thing about having craft room rags, right? We're going to come back in after holding on a spot. You're going to gently wipe and tap. It helps pull some of the extra away. Okay, so it won't be as when your recipient gets it. Okay, we're not going to use the outline part, but we are going to use the happy birthday part. And what we're going to do is glue it and then lay it in the center of that. So for this, I do have to use the tinier bottle. Okay. I'm just giving a light coating around each of the letters that we cut out here. That way when I lay it down, it'll stick in place. Pardon me. Gosh, my allergies just tearing me up. Okay, now we are going to carefully lay this in so that you'll be able to tell that it says happy birthday. Hopefully, I've got enough glue on this because I really don't want to have to fight with it some more. But there we go. That is how, and it finally laid down there. Good. That is how our birthday card will look. I will carefully show you the outside. Balloons and candles. Happy birthday. Place for you to do your writing. And the back remains like that. And then I would just leave this dry a little bit. It doesn't take long for the glue to dry that I've used. I usually would leave it for an hour. And that kind of gives you your card there. I hope you all enjoyed this Let's Die Cut Monday. Let's do die cutting Monday. This again is hosted by Cathy's Creative Crafts and More and Tree Craft on here on YouTube. I hope you'll stop and give those ladies' channels a look. And like I said, I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed me showing you how I take and put everything together and how I use some of the things that I have. Till next time, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here today. I hope you have a wonderful Monday wherever you are. And please remember, my friends, you are amazing, you are beautiful, you are loved. If anyone says different, they're lying. Pay it forward when you can. You don't know when you might need it back. Be kind. Kindness never hurts, and it might make somebody's day better. And stay safe out there. The world's crazy enough. Let's not add to it. Till next time, bye-bye.